If you want to build a strong and beautiful body that you can attract girls or for any other reason, you must have shapely and big shoulders, like this guy. And you want to do only dumbbells, this video is for you. Based on my research from famous articles and many videos, I got to these 6 exercises. And in this video, I want to tell you what those exercises are, and at the end of the video I told you how to do them from beginning to end, and do the number of sets and repetitions. Well, to achieve that goal of big and beautiful shoulders, we have to train these 3 muscles called front deltoid, middle deltoid, and rear deltoid that make up the shoulders. So first of all, the front delts. And the exercise that everyone says is the best for your front delts is the dumbbell shoulder press. According to a 2013 EMG article, which shows that the shoulder press, 80% of the pressure is on the front delts, 50% on the middle delts, and 24% on the rear delts. The good thing about this movement is that you can do it sitting and standing, but it is recommended to do it sitting because it involves more of your shoulders and is less dangerous. So how do you do it now? Choose a suitable weight based on your strength. Lift each weight and let the dumbbells rise above your shoulders with your palms facing forward. And angle your hand forward. Press the weight overhead and touch the dumbbells together overhead. Then lower the weight again until the dumbbell is 100. The greater the range of motion, the more muscle fibers you will use, leading to more muscle growth in the shoulders. Be sure to focus on the front delts during the exercise and do not do it quickly. The second exercise is dumbbell front raise. The dumbbell front raise is an excellent exercise for building shoulder mass. It's an isolation exercise that primarily targets the front head of the shoulder. With isolation exercises, you might need to use lighter weights as more load is placed on a specific part of the body. This exercise works apart from the front deltoid. It also works the upper chest. Stand tall while holding a set of dumbbells against your thighs with your palms facing inwards. Raise one dumbbell in front of you at a time so that the dumbbell comes just above your shoulder line. Your arm should be almost straight, but the elbows soft, palms facing the floor. The opposite arm should be resting against your thigh. Hold at the top for a second and lower back down slowly. Then raise the opposite arm and repeat this sequence. Many people make the mistake of swinging the weights up and down, which puts unnecessary strain on the lower back and neck. Well, let's go to the middle delts, which is the biggest muscle and the most important muscle for having bigger shoulders. The first movement for the middle delts is dumbbell side lateral raise, which is the best movement you can do. Among all these exercises for the middle delts, the most pressure is dumbbell lateral raise on your shoulders. This exercise can work well with a medium to light weight for higher reps. It's a challenging exercise to do with heavy weights, so focus on growing the muscles rather than maxing out on a heavy load. Hold a dumbbell in each hand with your palms facing inward next to your thighs. Bend your elbows slightly, and then raise your arms overhead so that your knuckles are in front of your shoulders and your weights are parallel to the floor. Hold this position at the top for 1 second and slowly lower back to the starting position. Be careful not to do it too quickly or slowly. This movement is the third movement in terms of the ranking of the best movements for the shoulder. This movement is enough for your middle delts, but if you want to do another movement, do the same movement sitting down, sit on a chair and step forward, keep your back straight and raise your hands. Pause and slowly come down. Well, it's time to move on to the rear delts. For many people, this muscle is underdeveloped compared to the rest of the shoulder. But if you want to have defined shoulders with big muscle mass, don't neglect the rear delts. The movement that I want to tell you about for your rear delts is dumbbell bent over raise. This movement even gives strength to your middle delts and back muscles to do it. Keep your spine straight and bend over so your torso is nearly parallel to the floor. Your head should be in a neutral position and you should avoid extending your neck upwards. Your arms should be down in front of you, dumbbells in hand, and palms facing each other. The elbows should not be locked but relaxed with a very slight bend. Engage your rear delts and pull your elbows up to the ceiling in a reverse fly motion. The weights should end up close to parallel with the floor with your palms facing the floor. Keep your torso still and your core engaged throughout the movement. Be careful to keep the head in line with the torso, and it should be done slowly and controlled. Dumbbell upright row. The dumbbell upright row can be used to target your shoulders or traps, depending on how wide or narrow you keep your elbows during the movement. The closer you keep your hands together, the more the exercise works your traps. The wider you keep them, the more it works the side delts. How to do the dumbbell upright row. Grab a set up dumbbells and stand up straight with the weights resting on the front of your thighs with your palms facing downwards. Engage your shoulders and lift the hands and elbows upwards, keeping the palms facing the floor. At the top of the movement, when the muscles are fully contracted, the weights in your hands should be in line with your shoulders and facing forwards. There should almost be a 90-degree bend from the elbow to the shoulder. Hold this position for a second and return slowly to the starting position. Upright rows can strengthen your shoulders and upper back, but proper form is key. Pay extra attention to make sure your elbows don't go above your shoulders and your torso stays upright with your core engaged. Dumbbell shoulder shrugs. If you want to develop your neck and traps, it is a good movement, but it is not necessary between the exercises I mentioned. But if you want to make the neck of your traps stronger, you can do it. Dumbbell shrugs are relatively simple, but form and technique are essential. One of the common mistakes during this exercise is choosing a weight that is too heavy. Another common mistake is to ignore one of the most important aspects of exercise: full range of motion. Hold a dumbbell in each hand and hold the weights outside your hips, next to your thighs. Your arms should be fully extended and your elbows should be loose and not locked out. Raise the dumbbells as high as you can with your traps as you raise your shoulders up toward your ears. Hold for 1 second before lowering them back to the starting position. Avoid moving the head forward. This is a common mistake, but it shortens the movement and makes it less effective. Well, this was out of 6 exercises, and I promise you that these are the best exercises for the shoulders only with dumbbells, and these repetitions and sets and the order of doing them. 4 movements are enough to increase the strength of your shoulders because this exercises give strength to 3 shoulder muscles. But if you are more professional and want to have a harder head workout, do these 6 exercises in this way. And I forgot to say something first of the video. Before doing the exercises, make sure to warm up so that you don't get injured or muscle cramps. To warm up, you can do stretching exercises or the same exercises without dumbbells. Thank you for being with me until this video. Goodbye until the next video.